The Royal Canadian Horse Artillery is the name given to the regular field artillery units of the Canadian Army dating all the way back to 1871. In Kingston, the Royal Canadian Horse Artillery Brigade Association, or RCHA, was reborn after the Second World War in 1947 as a place where ex-members of the RCHA Brigade could get together and enjoy mutual friendship. It was organized and operated for many years almost exclusively by gunners and retired military, but now its membership reflects a broad mix of our community. The RCHA is 77 years old this year. Joining me in studio is Lana Cassidy, Director of Promotion and Special Events at the RCHA. Welcome, Lana.
How are you, Steve?
You go downtown, you walk down past City Hall, and there's this building called the RCHA, and sometimes music is flowing out of it, sometimes not. But I wonder how many people have wondered, what exactly is the RCHA and what is this building, and what's its purpose and what's it doing today?
1871 was the starting point of the artillery, and that is the roots of the RCHA. Now we have primarily events aligned to live music. We do honor all the military, and the military are welcome at the RCHA always. And we also have traditions that are for the military. Things like the Remembrance Day in City Park, St. Barbara's Day in December, and Artillery Day in May, and the levee in January. And we also do some traditional things that other organizations that are similar to the RCHA in terms of them having a military background, like the Legion and the Navy vets. So we do an Easter ham shoot, and we do a December turkey shoot, and we have participation in the darts league that is some of the downtown folks as well as some of the other military-based establishments. And we also do a golf tournament in the Garrison Golf Club on the base.
You mentioned St. Barbara's Day. What is that?
St. Barbara's Day. St. Barbara is a saint that is aligned to protecting military, in a simple way of putting it.
Is the RCHA a bar or a restaurant? Is it open to the public?
It's really a social association. We have the second and third floors for the event spaces for the RCHA, and we rent out the first floor to the Diane's restaurant. We primarily have live music on the third floor regularly, and we also have other events, but primarily live music. And the Kingston Blues Society is having their primary home there as well.
When I'm setting up for City Council downtown, and I hear the music wafting out of there, and it's really nice.
We're hoping that the speakers are actually conveying the great tunes that are up there, and we're doing that to try and welcome everyone into the RCHA. You do need to access through the blue awning on Ontario Street, and there's an elevator there, and it takes you up to the third floor. And it's great for accessibility for sure. That elevator has seen better days, and unfortunately we need to get some electronics retrofit. That's a huge cost for a not-for-profit, and so we're going to be doing some fundraising relative to that.
So you mentioned the fundraising. How can people get in touch to actually donate if they feel like doing so?
Anyone who's interested in donating would be more than welcome to come right into the RCHA at 193 Ontario Street, or they can call, or they can become part of our mailing list. If they go to rchaclub.com, there's a way to get part of our mailing list. During our regular hours, I'd welcome anyone from the public to come in and just be welcome.
come in, maybe make a donation, have a nice liquid refreshment, and
Yeah,
listen
absolutely.
to some great music. What kind of acts? You mentioned the Blues Association. Who else plays there?
Oh gosh, pretty much all genres of music are playing. Primarily local musicians, but we also get musicians from out of town and out of country. Sometimes folks come up from the States. So there's the Jazz Society that has some activity at the RCHA, and we also have country. There's some bands who do sort of like the retro music or pop. Country, if I didn't mention it. Pretty much all genres of music, and an eclectic bunch sometimes. Musicians are often an eclectic bunch, and they make their own way and provide us with great entertainment.
What kind of feedback do you get from the musicians about the venue? The kind of audiences they get, and the quality of the stage and the sound and everything?
Well, I think we've worked hard at that over the years, and a testament to that is the Big Fat Horn Band, which is a great big band type music, and this is the RCHA is their primary home, and they've been doing it for a decade now at the RCHA. Once a month, look them up. It's always a fabulous time, and we do have a lot of musicians wanting to come back regularly because it is such a great space.
The RCHA is open to the public to an extent. People can come in and enjoy music. It's a membership organization, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is roots in membership, and membership is important, I think, for a few reasons. There's the sense of belonging to an association, but in some respects, you could say it's probably essential to our existence. But there's benefits of it as well. If you're a member of the RCHA, you can attend member meetings. You get discounts to some events, and some events are free. And as well, within the local community, there's also discounts if you present your RCHA member card. So yeah, it's a great place to be, and membership is just an additional benefit.
What does the RCHA do for the community? I'm just looking at my notes here, and I'm seeing you're involved with the basketball league and Joe's Mill. And
Pete Peterson basketball, we do a fundraiser, and Joe's Mill for sure. That's really important. The lending library, that's an important one to ensure that that's sustained. And we also do other things. The Rotary and a few other organizations have reasonable rates to come and do their meetings at our event space. And the downtown BIA volunteer nights are sometimes hosted at the RCHA. We also host the historic hockey series at the RCHA before and after the games are played in February. As part of the 1969 Kingston Winter Carnival, a historic hockey series was organized between Queens and RMC to commemorate the first game of hockey in 1886. It's a tournament of 3 teams. 4 RCHA in Kingston provided the first team from the regiment in this contest, but upon the forced disbandment, the honor has been maintained by 2 RCHA out of Petawawa. This is a great game. It's completely different from the hockey that we know today, and a square puck is used, and I would encourage anyone to attend and watch in February when it occurs.
Seems to be there's a lot going on down there. If people wanted more information, what would the website be?
The website is rchaclub.com, and there's a calendar on the first page. There's lots of information there about history. One of the things that I think is really important to note is RCHA as a not-for-profit. Our staff is small, and we are primarily run by a whole host of volunteers, very dedicated people who give their time and skills, and that's how we thrive.
Hopefully people can look up some information. I know there's a lot of history there.
Yes, and it's a great place. You know, we try and maintain being current. I thank you for this opportunity, Steve.
Thanks for coming in today.